Hey, welcome back to Undefined Therapy. And today we're going to be talking about some ways and some tips that you can help somebody who may be struggling with depression. So we all want to help. Well, if you're watching this video, then you definitely want to help, but we all want to be there for people, even if we kind of don't know what they're struggling with. So I definitely want us to talk about what depression is. Depression is a treatable, and I want to highlight that, a treatable mental illness that impacts your mood, the way you think, the way you feel, the way you function at school, work. Simple tasks such as getting out the bed or believing in yourself can be so daunting and so draining for your mental and emotional and physical well-being. And so when you're trying to overcome it through therapy or medication, whatever the route that you're taking, having that best friend, having that mom, having that sibling who can just encourage you, and even if they don't really understand, can still not do more harm than good. And so I wanted to just talk a little bit about some ways as an encourager and as a support system. But before I jump on into that, I definitely want to encourage you to subscribe here to Undefined Therapy, where I make mental health videos to help you create your own path toward healthiness. And if you're already a subscriber, which I know I got some new ones out there, I definitely want to say thank you so much for the support. Now let's talk about how we can support those with depression. Number one is just be there. When someone is sad, we can kind of feel a little bit uncomfortable. Even for me as a therapist, I definitely had to learn to sit with people in silence, to sit with people in their pain, because our natural instinct is to try to fix. I want to fix you. What can I do? I want to be purposeful. I want to be helpful. But sometimes just being there, sitting with them, allowing them to cry, allowing them to kind of stew in their thoughts and not have to actually do something that might be draining or daunting or explain themselves can be just enough in healing for them to refocus and feel like they're not alone. Number two is that if you're watching this video, then you probably know this person a little bit well. And so try a gesture. If you know that they haven't eaten well in a long time and you remember their favorite restaurant, go bring them some takeout food, or come on over and say, hey, you don't have to do anything. Just let me cook for you. A simple card, or showing up at their lunch break and hanging out with them, or saying, you know what, let's blow off everything. Let's take a mental health day, which I will be talking about later, but taking a mental health day, kind of just those small gestures that show that I see you. You may be struggling with depression. I don't see the depression. I still want to see you. Number three is don't judge or criticize. Unfortunately, there are some people who still have a narrow lens of mental health and feel like it's just mind over power or mind over body. I got to get that right. But yes, that you can just will yourself into feeling better, or that, hey, you just need to see the glass half full instead of half empty. Just those type of phrases can be really hurtful, because when somebody is struggling with true depression, not sadness, but true depression, there are some things that are very much out of their control, and it's just not something that they want to just snap their fingers and get better. If they could, they would. Trust me. So definitely don't criticize them. Don't judge them for their mental state or what they're going through. Number four, we've all had that parent or that friend who's giving us tough love. Look, you got 2.5 seconds to be sad and then I'm leaving. Or you need to get a job or I'm over this. Giving those ultimatums, or feeling like if you push them against the wall that they're going to react, that they're going to get better. But sometimes, and most times, that puts them even farther into a hole, because now they're starting to resent themselves, resent you, and really starting to just think of themselves as the problem, when it's not necessarily them, it's the depression. It's what they're actually struggling with. And so that tough love approach, that go get a job or you're going to get kicked out the house, that approach doesn't always really work. I'm going to say not always, because I know some people just need that push if they're not wanting to go to therapy or try medication or, exercise. If it's something helpful, then I can understand some certain circumstances, but just all tough love and not really trying to understand them can really be harmful. Number five, minimizing their pain. So it's oftentimes that we are like, okay, I feel great. Why can't you feel great? my parent passed away, your parent passed away, but why are you still not over this yet? And so comparison and minimizing and feeling like, okay, all right, you done had enough of this, like it's time to like get it together, that minimizing what they can actually do can bring about shame, because now they're comparing themselves. They're wondering if they really actually want to be sad, and just bring a lot of doubt and insecurities on top of what's going on with their brain chemistry and everything like that, can be really just set a person back instead of progressing them forward, which is your intentions, because you want to help. It's just that minimizing their pain and comparing is not the way to do it. And lastly, probably just by far the most important, is to learn about depression. Learn about it, learn the symptoms, understand the triggers, understand what's helpful by watching this video, and understand what's not helpful. Find out what is going on with them. Ask questions. When did this start? How can I be helpful? I'm concerned about you. Instead of like, you need to get it together. You need to take that medication. You need to get out that bed. Just those type of accusatory questions aren't really open-minded to say, I am here for you. So I do encourage you to think about those 8 things. Think about ways that you can incorporate them for the loved one or the person that you care about in your life that is struggling from depression. If you found these videos helpful, then I definitely want to encourage you to subscribe. I hope it was fruitful for you to learn about how you can help the loved one in your life with depression. If you did, definitely give me the thumbs up. And as always, I will see you next time.